Welcome back, everybody, to Grand Tactician, the Civil War. I'm Grumpy Grandpa Gaming, and this is episode 4 of our Confederate Summer 61 campaign in version 109, using the A.O.M mod. Now, as we saw in the last episode, we did fight the battle of 2nd Manassas, almost on the same exact ground as 2nd Manassas, and things didn't go as favorably for me as they should have, as the AI did do a good psych out on me. I thought they were coming in on my left, and that was a one division feint when the main force came in straight down the center on me and caught my forces out of position as I was shifting to meet the threat that wasn't there. So that battle was entirely my fault in the way it went down. But I was reacting to the situation. I should have looked around a little better, but that is the exigencies of war, and that does happen in real life. You see one thing, looky here, and they wallop you from another direction. So, it happens. I'm not happy with it, but we are not perfect. We are not perfect. That's why we get wars. So moving on from there, we do have the continuing siege of Fort Laram. I think I pronounced it right this time. Larned. Larned. I'm getting closer. I keep wanting to say Laramie, but it's Larned. I gotta remember that. And we are about to start sieging operations down here at Fort Pickens as the depot's now built, so I'm going to move them down. To begin siege operations there, so that depot should keep them filled up during the siege. So hopefully we'll have that done before they retreat out like they did in the last one. Last time I did that. Other than that, there's not much going on. I'm going to continue with my Western strategy, or my Midwest strategy, and taking Larned and these trade IPs in the West, possibly taking away Kentucky and Nebraska territory, possibly heading up to Dakota, but I don't think that'd even be worth trying. I don't think you get anything from Dakota. I don't think there's anything here you can take. Is it the Dakota village? I think that's about it. I don't think you can flip that territory. I don't know if you can flip territories, but I'm going to try. We'll see. There is one major city, and that's Fort Leavenworth out here in Kansas. And what about up here? So I don't think any of these cities up here actually control anything. Because they're all minor IPs. But we'll see. We'll see. I'm going to try and do what I haven't done before. I don't know if anybody else has ever tried it before, but we're going to try. So that should cover everything. Some of my units are starting to recruit into recruitment commands. I will get them dispersed out as soon as they are available. Oh, before I forget, we were going to open this episode with the monthlies because it is September 1st. All right. So the current rating of our nation is A+, with our liabilities at 90 million. Current economy cycle is expansion. Wealthy population is mediocre and increasing, but our tax revenues decreased by 58 million. That's not good. Total export volume was last month was 56 million out, with 99 million coming in. Core productions over the last 3 months was 282 mil, with change of negative 111 mil, and we are short of iron. That's somewhere we're short, but let's look here at the economy alerts. What are we really short of here? Coffee, obviously, copper. Wow, we're not producing any flour. Food, iron ore. Leather is not too bad. Niter we need. Yeah, we have to import a lot of stuff to keep this war going. But mills we should be able to handle. I mean, I have a mill here. Oh, the farm's under... Why is that farm under Union control? That doesn't make sense. That does not make sense at all. We'll do something about that. And intelligence-wise, let's see what we got going on here. The Union's currently working on Militia Act 3. So they're a little ahead of us in that. They've done recruit agents, so they got some intelligence going on behind our lines. They haven't improved their relations with Spain. I don't even know if, in my Union playthroughs, don't think I've seen anybody else do it, is actually have relations with Spain. I don't even know if it's actually like a working mechanic in the game at all. They recruited one more 2,300-man brigade and have started construction on 4 more ships. That's something that needs to be addressed. Is the AI has been doing every campaign I have. The AI is doing these massive shipbuilding projects and never doing anything with the ships. Morale of the Federal Army is now down to 77%. So I'm hoping they don't pursue another offensive operation this month because their morale is getting low. But they just might. So I am a little worried about this siege out here, as the Army of Southwest Missouri does outnumber my corps. They're at 6,000 going up to 8,500 with 15 guns. And I am at 6,800 going up to 6,900 with 17 guns. So it'd be a pretty tight fight. So it's got me a little worried. And the Army of West seems to be just idling and hanging out. So I have left the Missouri State Guard here hoping to draw their attention, but they haven't come down to attack yet. I don't believe I'm going to move them from this position as they're being supplied from Carrollton. And other than that, it's been quiet across all the fronts. So I will pause this here and I'll be back when something happens. Well, I just had to bring you guys in to see this. So the Corps of Florida and the Braxton Bragg has just moved into besiege Fort Pickens. And they have a lot of artillery shoved into this thing. You got the Fort Pickens garrison and 3 batteries of the 1st artillery, 3 batteries of the 2nd artillery, and a battalion of infantry from the 3rd U.S. Regiment. They got a lot of men shoved into here. I didn't think they were going to have that many. So it's only 600, but I'm not used to seeing that. But that's something that was changed with the A.O.M. mod. I just thought I had to show you guys that real fast. But also, I have distributed some of the viewer units. So in the Missouri State Guard, the Unstopped Sharpshooters are now part of the 1st Division of the Missouri State Guard. And I have sent the Corps of Kanawha, the Chapman County Rifles are now the 3rd Brigade of the 2nd Division. And in the Corps of Shenandoah, yeah, Benning's Georgia Brigade and the Statesboro Blue Devils are now part of the 1st Georgia Division. It just happened to work out. This was called the 1st Division, but the Jackson's Brigade was also from Georgia, so I just renamed it the Georgia Division. So both of those brigades ended up here, and the other brigades are still recruiting. So, but all the Georgia brigades came in fastest because the training command is in their home state. So that should cover everything I wanted to show you guys. So I'll be back. Alright, so we have spotted the Army of Shenandoah leaving Frederick, Maryland, and marching down towards Washington. So I'm assuming they are going to be making another push down towards Manassas Junction. So I am shifting Jackson's Corps Shenandoah down to supporting distance of Beauregard's Corps to Potomac. So just a quick map update there. And I'll be back. Alrighty, I do not know what the Army of Shenandoah is doing, but they are definitely moving around. He's still recovering readiness, so I'm going to start shifting Jackson's Corps down to Fredericksburg. See if we can't intercept them. So I think they might be trying to get behind my lines again, which would just be annoying. There they've landed. Looks like we're going to have a fight here. And they should not be supported by anybody. We have an army of 16,000 approximately. $15,000 going up to 16,000. My intelligence is not that good, so it could be higher, could be lower. So, Corps Shenandoah has 12,600 right now. Yeah, so he's got 14,004 infantry, 417 cavalry, and 14 guns. To my 29,000 infantry, 2,000 cavalry, or 2,100 cavalry, and 38 guns. Why do I get against low morale in that army? And they are led by Don Carlos Buell. So we are definitely going to take this fight. Alright, welcome to the third battle of Manassas Junction, even though we're probably closer to Fredericksburg than Manassas Junction. Shows as a meeting engagement this time, as nobody was sitting steady, everybody was on the move. So they're coming down here from near McLean's Ford, and that's their only location they're coming in from. They don't have any reinforcements arriving. So, how long? Okay, it shows Beauregard as being in command, but he's not arriving for 21 hours. So, this is Jackson's fight in my mind. So, we're going to have both defensive points right off the bat. And these will be easily defended depending on which way he wants to come at me. So, if he follows these roads, which I believe the AI might, this is easily defended. And if they choose to come up this way somehow, this is all pretty easily defended. We've defended here twice now. This is the 2nd Manassas battlefield area. So, this can easily be held by 1 or 2 brigades, and I can hold off the rest of this. They have a slight number advantage until Beauregard arrives, but not a big advantage. If they want to win, they have to attack me from the start, and I just don't see that happening. So, I'm going to get my defensive position set up, and I will be back. Alright, I got a sounding on the Federals, and some siding up their dust trails here. Too early to tell where they're going, but it looks like they're heading towards this road here. It could be splitting their forces, because they're also on this road here. So, too early to tell what they are doing, but they are way on the other side of the map from me. So, I have moved up to seize both objective points. I have the one Georgia brigade I have right now, the other 2 are still transferring up, is covering down this ford here. And the other infantry division, which is 4 brigades, is just lining up along the railroad cut up here. And I'm dispersing my cavalry as much as I dare to get a sighting on the Federals and try to figure out which way they're coming. Because they're so dispersed, it's going to take a long time for orders to get to them. Try to put them on this hill here. So, doing it as far as I'm willing to. Just so I have an idea of where they are coming from. I will be back. Alright, we got a sighting on some Federals here. Looks like Peck's brigade. And they are marching up this road. I've lost sight of the forces that were using this more southerly ford. I think that's McLean's Ford. So I don't know where they went off to. I did lose sight of them. But it looks like he's pushing his army up in this direction to come at me this way. So to get on the damn fence line. What the hell are you doing? So I'm hoping my forces are dispersed in a generally good way. This isn't this army's first fight. Mostly reboards. Why is he not at long range? Everybody had long range orders and nobody was feuding. I think having 4 brigades in the 1 division is a little much for the commander. Oh shit, we gotta pull this guy back. back towards the farm. There's my other brigade that was south of here. I'm still getting orders pulled back to that hill. I'm going to leave these 2 brigades out here for now just to watch these crossings, but I think they are coming up this way. So I'll be back once we have full contact with the enemy. So I have my skirmishers deployed along this creek bed here just to slow these guys down a bit, but then I decided I don't want to, with the shortage of numbers that I do have right now, I didn't feel like sacrificing any skirmishers. I do have my cavalry consolidating right over here. Does this fort have a name? Over at Poplar Ford. Just in case they decide they want to try and cross here. So they're all coming back in this direction. It's just taking a while to move them around because the division commander's here and they were just all over the place. But for the most part, it looks like his army's massed up here. More dust trails back there. And I haven't seen dust trails anywhere else. I've been a lot more careful since that last battle to spot their dust trails. There's more dust trails here. So he is coming this way. So what I should probably do is shift this brigade. You know, it'll be fine for now. And what now? We're going to shift him up here. Because I do have the cavalry watching Poplar Ford. If anything, they'll stop. They'll delay anything coming that way. They're probably going to line their attack up along here like they did last time and try to come up the center. Pushing for the Cushing farm. Which hopefully will give me an opportunity to put Smith's brigade onto their flank with those Mississippi rifles. So I'll be back once the combat starts. First shots have fired. My artillery is opening up along the line. So I have good fields of fire for all of my guns, for the most part. Actually, I need to bring him back around, since I don't need him over there. So he'll come out over here. And they are totally ignoring my cavalry. They're just marching past. So once the division is consolidated and they commit to an attack, I can just come in on a flank attack. Let's turn off evade on these guys. Hopefully it turns off, unlike the last campaign where it wouldn't turn off at all. Everybody's firing none of their artillery's in range. Once their artillery's in range, I'll switch the artillery over to counter battery so I can start leveling them up. Problem is, it's mostly reboard must. It's 2 reboards and 3 brigades of reboards and 2 with decent rifles. So I was going through the weapons, and right now, from what I have in my stockpiles, because I do have a few Lorenz rifles, those seem to have the best range so far. The Enfields actually have a slight, even though they have better accuracy, they do have less range than the Springfield rifle muskets. Same with the Mississippis. They did drop the range on some of these weapons. So right now it looks like the Lorenzes have the best at just under 300 yards. So I'm saving up for... I wasn't planning on getting Austrian weapons, but I'm definitely saving up for those weapons because of the range buff on them. Oh, these guys are already 2-star. They got a lot of fighting in the first battle they were in. And almost leveled. Some of these brigades didn't do too well in their first fight. Time to add some whiskey to the coffee. Now I'm wondering how they're going to flesh out their lines for this attack. Okay, they have a lot more maneuver brigades than I thought they did. I don't think my numbers on them were accurate. Showing 15,600 sick. At least my count on their guns was accurate. I would say that's a beautiful looking sight if they weren't coming down the road at me. If I turn off those icons right now, that'd look really nice. That's an understrength brigade. What we got there? 1,800 men. It looks smaller than it should then. Artillery causing any casualties. Doesn't look like it. Alright, switch these guys to counter battery. Let's lay this division down for now. The artillery is fine. I don't need them taking hits they don't need to be. Looks like he sent out his oars, but I didn't see any dispatch riders. He's got the oars though. There's still a lot of 6-pounders in this army. I do have some artillery available, just not enough to replace everybody's. If they're swinging out for my artillery, they got another thing coming. That looks like their trail brigade right there. Once everybody's past this point, I might send the cavalry forward to harass their flank. Let's have their evade turn off. Why didn't your evade turn off? God damn it. I was hoping having a division commander in charge would alleviate that issue, but apparently not. 2 brigades forward to the center, unsupported. Looks like a 3rd brigade's coming up now. These boys are about to have a bad day. Yeah, reboards. And Enfield's alright. And they snuck a battery forward over here. That's a detachment. I guess we're doing some damage to their artillery. Alright, stand up, boys. Have muskets if they're closing into that range. Swing onto their flank. Get rid of them faster. Back. AI has definitely gotten better at trying to check their casualty numbers. Yeah, this army's not going to fight long. I think it's their first battle too for this army. Boys are about to have a bad day too. Okay, you done firing, we'll lay you back down. Halt orders. You guys get some points, get that level up in. Good, those 2 brigades are broken. I figured he would have finished massing his divisions, but he did not. Right, he doesn't have the bay turned on right. Nope. Go get that battery. Need to move up and support. It looks like the A.O.M. does have them leveling up faster in combat now than they were with in vanilla, because I know they did nerf the level ups in combat, except for when you're building stuff, apparently. Keep gunning after them. Get that level up. See that brigade off. First Virginia's at that battery. Good. Very good, boys. Fall back to cover. Stand back up. You boys can lay down. Stand up. Get that brigade in the flank. Advance out and hit them. Give some meaningful support. Dismount them, that should turn off their evade. And they're going to retreat past these guys, so I'm going to have them go sit on this stream deck because they're going to try and retreat past them, so they can sit there and shoot these guys up once they start retreating. They're going to do that soon. Got their perk. Let's give them sharpshooter. Alright. General advance, boys. General advance. Time to push them off the field. Now it's turning into my type of fight. I don't know what that cavalry's doing, but everybody advances, damn it. And that artillery battery's gone. There they go. Retreat. Let's see if we can plus up these casualties. They're at 11%. I don't think I'm going to get them all the way up, but we'll try. That battery's gone. Let's start moving on these boys. I don't know that cavalry went off to. I think these guys are looking for any open retreat path at this point. No, don't do that. Nothing like sweeping from the enemy from the field. Shoot those boys. There we go. Kill the brave ones. Let the weak retreat. Got them up to 12%. Yeah, we're not going to get that 22. I'll keep shooting them. Advancing uphill, they're not getting good range. Stay on those boys. Yeah, I knows I blocked the retreat path with this cavalry. Why haven't they advanced in? They're stuck at the ford. Are you kidding me? Probably because they're dismounted. Oh, Lord. Yep, that brigade broke. Alrighty. I'm going to pause this here. I'll come back with the post-battle screen. And we are victorious once again. I'm not going to go through the individual unit reports as there's no viewer units in this army yet. So we caused 2,300 casualties to his 17,000 infantry. We didn't get any of his cavalry. That one regiment was running around, but we never caught it. We took all 20 of his guns for a total casualty cost of 2,400 of his 18,000 men. We lost 669 of our 10,985 infantry, 12 of our 1,267 cavalry, 0 of our guns, for a total of 681 men of our 12,586. So it's not counting. Beauregard was not on the field. As far as I'm concerned, he was not the commander. It was Jackson. But he would have been the senior commander if he'd been on the field. But he was still like another 20 hours away. So, yeah, 681 casualties to 2,400. I'll take that all day, every day. And I'll be back once we're past the loading screen. And victory at 3rd Manassas. So the enemy has reportedly suffered total casualties of 2,399 men, thereof 287 killed and 422 captured. Their morale is believed to be nervous. Our casualties total 681 men, with 64 killed and 84 missing, and the rest are wounded. That's pretty damn good numbers. We've captured 1,079 rifles and 6 guns from the field, and we've sent 344 soldiers off down to the prison camps. And Colonel Barksdale somehow became famous out of that. And I believe he's the division commander for the Georgia division. He was already the commander of the division, so I just left him in place, even though he was a Mississippian. So let's get this rolled off a little bit here. One-day battle, so there it goes. Alright, so we start shifting Jackson back towards Winchester. Let's take a look at Barksdale. Yeah, he's a division commander, so he should actually be at least a brigadier general. There we go. Bartow's a colonel also, but he's not famous yet, so. His stats aren't doing too well. The promotion didn't do him any favors. But he'll get better. Alright, let's, we've only advanced the game 5 days since we started the episode. So, let's go take a look at our 2 sieges and how they are doing. I don't think there's many shift in what's happening with them. So the siege of Pickens, come on, heavily in their favor. But with all these units massed in there, that's to be expected. I'm probably going to have to come back at this fort a few times in order to take it down like I did last time. You know, once the Corps of Florida starts perking up and I get some more artillery into it, they'll start doing better. And how are we doing out here? I'm never going to get the name of this fort right. I'm going to keep wanting to say Laramie, and it's Laram. Larned. I'm never going to get the name right, damn it. And it looks like it's shifting slightly into our favor. Ever so slightly. I'm not sure if that's shifted or not. But if it lasts long enough for the rest of my artillery to arrive, that should push it in my direction. That's only going to add 9 more guns to them. Should have shifted some of the batteries out of Army of Western Tennessee, Corps of Western Tennessee, because they have a ton of batteries also. They have more than they need. Yeah, they got 7 batteries. I prefer 4 batteries in my Corps. How many does Corps of Eastern Tennessee have? Okay, yeah, 2 of those are getting shifted over to Eastern Tennessee. I'll leave them with 5, but that's alright. Somebody else short batteries. That's recruit command. So I did start recruiting a Corps of Engineers. I'm not recruiting engineer brigades until I have my 4 divisions in each army. You know what? Yeah, we're going to send him over to Bragg. I know the Tennessee troops, but I need more artillery in that army, in that corps. That's a fairly decent dispersal of what I have. Alright. So, actually, one thing we didn't do was look at projects at the beginning of the month. So, let's see what we have available right now. And I love what A.O.M. did. They cut in half the cost of organization reform, and I do not believe it's tied to military 2 anymore. So, yes, we are taking that. And that took all my military subsidies. And I think we're still just shy of farm mechanization, just shy of it. So we need 2.8, I have 2.6. Hopefully once I have that farm mechanization running, I will be able to get those missing brigades for viewers into my armies. Now then, let's see, now that I've subsidized it, let's see if I can create a new army. Yes, there we go, and Lee is in charge. Lee takes the field. So I couldn't give him the Corps command because he was already a full general. So he has to have a full army. So we're now going to transfer the Corps of Potomac under his command. And Corps Shenandoah is going to stay separate for now. Now, where'd that Army HQ pop in at? Down here? Alright, let's get him up here where he belongs. Culpeper's a good spot for you. Yes, yes, and yes. So what I believe I'm going to do out here in the Western Theater of Virginia is I'm going to core up, or actually, you know what? Should I leave the Corps Shenandoah under Lee's command, or should I create another army for the western part of West Virginia? Of Western Virginia, not West Virginia. It doesn't exist in this game yet. So I'm going to create a new army here in Tennessee. And Johnson got that because he's also a full general. And we're going to give him both of those Tennessee corps. Now then, I do not believe that I have any more full generals. No. Okay. So out of my recruitment commands, who is going to take Tradoc? See, he's not a good administrator. I didn't have any really good administrators that I wanted to give up. He's a 3-star administrator, so I'm going to upgrade this corps to an army. Give him a new corps commander. Can I give that to Joe Johnston? Crap, he'd be a better, I don't want Johnston to have that command. Yeah, I'd rather have Hardy have that command, I do believe. Yeah, we'll give that to Hardy. So they both have the same level of administration. So this is now going to be called Command East. You are Tradoc, Training and Indoctrination Command. I know it's modern terminology, bear with me, it's what I know. And you are getting transferred under Tradoc. And so is the Corps of Engineers, just for administrative purposes. So I'm going to do the rest of these off screen, but I'm going to make Missouri State Guard its own army. I'm going to make the Western Mounted Corps its own army. And I'm just really unsure what I should do in Western Virginia. Should I... Actually, let me know in the comments below what you guys think. Should I make the Corps Shenandoah its own army? And the Corps Kanawha its own army? Because Jackson's mostly operating in the valley. And he's going to be working in conjunction with Lee over here. And I do not want Floyd to have a goddamn army. Alright, so, like I said, one episode I said, like, I had no idea who the hell Floyd was. One of my viewers did tell me who he was. And I totally forgot about the man's existence because you don't think of him with the incident, but he was one of the commanders who surrendered Fort Donelson. So, he's not remaining in command of anything. Crap. But he does have good stat. Nope. Parsons is a better commander than him. So which brigade commander is getting this division? Look like McCausland is going to get this Parsons division. Let's replace him. West Virginia doesn't exist, so they are getting a Virginia commander. Ooh, Edward Johnson's got really good stats. Place you with Causland. Could give that to Benjamin McCullough. Now I can't remember who's in charge of that damn division. You gotta be kidding me. Oh, it's Parsons. That's it. Alright, Parsons, you're taking that division. No. Oh, yeah, he was taking command of the army. That's right. And Floyd, we're going to send your ass, if I can. Can I put Floyd in there? Floyd is now in charge of Donelson. Hopefully he does not surrender the fort. But actually, so seriously, in the comments below, please let me know what you think I should do. Should I army up the Corps Kanawha with the Corps Shenandoah? Or should I leave them as two separate field armies with one corps each? Let me know in the comments below, because I'm kind of tossed up on this one. Because I do need a second corps for Lee, but I may have to wait to raise it. So let me know what you all think. But other than that, if you're a new viewer, return viewer, you've not yet subscribed, please hit that subscribe button. And if you do, remember to hit that bell icon. If you've been following along and enjoying this content, please remember to hit that like button. Help me break through that YouTube algorithm. And comments, you guys. I've got a regular group of commenters. You guys are great, giving me some good ideas and insights, stuff that I miss when I'm playing the game. So keep that stuff up, definitely. And also, if you'd like a unit in one of my armies, you've not yet requested one, please let me know what state, type of unit, uniforms, weapons, officers, and I will oblige you on all counts if possible. And I will see you all at the next episode on Monday.